Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, I do want to apologize for the glare in my glasses. As I say in every video, I have a light right here in front of my face, so I apologize for that. I did go to the eye doctor recently, so I have new glasses coming and they're glare free, thank God. So we won't have to worry about that anymore. So before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and join the family if you haven't. And for those new coming subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for joining my channel, and hope that you guys enjoy the content here. And for those of you that's been here as a subscriber, I thank you as well. So as you could tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about women empowerment, which kind of stems off from my last video, just a little bit more in detail. As you guys know, it is the end of March today. However, this month was, we celebrated Women's Day at the beginning of the month, and I'd say about like 3 weeks ago. And I didn't get to upload a video then, but I'm doing it now, so even though I'm a little late, it is still the month of March, so I don't feel too bad about it. But like I said, it's stemming off from my last video. I just want to talk about just women sticking together in general. I think it's something that's very important. As you guys know, women, we go through a lot as women. I'm gonna just come out and say it just like that. Like, women go through a lot, you guys. Those of you that know, you know, for all the women out there. And those of you that are unaware, I'm here to spread some little light and enlighten it, some little information for you guys. Women go through a lot of things in life in general. We have to take on the responsibility of being parents. Men do too, but let me explain. When you're a woman, most of the responsibility is naturally yours. You guys, my tripod broke, and I'm not taking that out of the video, so this is raw and uncut. But just so you guys know why, if it does keep slipping, I apologize. I have something like propped up for it to not do that, but my tripod broke, so I tried to stuff this little piece of napkin there for the video, but I will be ordering a new one. This little piece that goes in the corner here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's supposed to be like this side, and this side is missing. So to put my camera on my phone, it just folds, like it doesn't hold up. So couldn't use that, sorry. That's why you guys are also at this angle. I just have you propped up on my desk, so I apologize for that. But I will try to avoid it from slipping the entire video. So like I was saying, women go through a lot of things. As women, as moms especially, it's naturally most of our responsibility. And I know that sounds crazy. When you have a partner, you both have made this child together. Of course, it's both of you guys' responsibility. It's 50-50, you know. The child is equally yours and equally his, right? But as moms, we are born to naturally have that nurturing part of us. So naturally, when the baby's sick, it's us who's up all night with the baby, making sure they're okay. Dad too occasionally, but mostly the moms. We're the ones who's really, you know, worried. We're going to make that sacrifice. If we have to lose hours of sleep at night to make sure the baby is good, we will. You know what I mean? Changing the diapers on schedule, making sure, you know, they're not wet too long, or making sure they've eaten already, right onto the T. You know, when they're first born, it's usually like an every 2-hour schedule they have to eat. Baby can't tell you by themselves, feed me. You have to know that, you know what I mean? So as moms, that's something that you do naturally. You know those things already. Whereas men, they're a little more laxy-daisy on things like that naturally. It's not their fault. It's just they don't have that naturally installed in them like we do. So that's one of the things that we go through as women. Another thing is we have menstrual cycles monthly. That's something that men don't have to experience. Lucky them. So we have to take on the pain of having a menstrual cycle. Some people's cramps are unbearable. I know mine was. Might be a little TMI, but I have suffered with severe cramps for years, you guys. Years on end. Even up until this day. My periods are horrendous. The cramps are nearly unbearable. Men don't have to go through that, and they're lucky. Childbirth, they don't have to endure the pain of labor and creating a human inside of them and delivering it. Like, we're pushing out an entire baby. Men don't have to deal with that. They just get to enjoy the baby when it's here. And I hate to say it that way, but that's how it is, you know? What else do we go through that men don't go through? Women can go through issues internally that men don't experience, like breast cancer. Women can get ovarian cancer, cervical cancer. We get UTIs. I think there's something like men can get it too, but I've never really heard of a man with a UTI. I don't know. If you guys have, let me know, but I haven't personally. We get UTIs. We get, like, there's just a slew of things, and 9 times out of 10, it's painful. Whatever it is that we go through, it's pain. It causes pain. You know, long story short, we are emotional beings as women. Men are sexual beings. So emotionally, we go through all these emotions that men don't experience. And I know you guys will say, well, some of them do, they just don't show it. Yeah, but they don't hurt like we do when we're hurt. You know what I mean? So even that, it's just like another series of pain, you know, just in a different way. So long story short, I'm not going to get into everything going down the list, because there's a slew of things that women endure that men do not. But I'm saying this all to say, women, you know what? I'm going to just hold this, you guys. So sorry, but my camera is not letting me be great today. So with that being said, there's a slew of things that we go through as women that men do not experience at all. And like I said, lucky them, right? But that's even more of a reason why, you know, we should tread lightly when it comes to other women. One thing in particular that I also wanted to address was women just being nice to other women, complimenting other women. There's nothing wrong with saying, girl, you look good today. Girl, I love your hairstyle. Where'd you get that shirt from? Oh, that's cute, girl. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Women have a hard time, which something I've experienced personally my entire life. There's women that's jealous of you for no apparent reason. There's women that just give you evil looks and dirty comments and just no apparent reason. It's like, why? What did I do to you? And 9 times out of 10, they don't even know you. That's the crazy part. They don't even know you 9 times out of 10. And they look at you with a side eye like, ill, or, you know, what she got on, or, oh, she thinks she all that because her hair is done today, or her nails is done, so she thinks she all that. You know, it's just like silly stuff. And I know we all have had a phase, maybe, I don't know. I've never experienced that, like where I'm doing that to somebody. I don't move that way at all. But I have experienced it from the end where I'm getting it done to me. My entire life, I've had that issue. And it's sad. Why I say that is because we're all women. We're all the same. We all go through the same ish, just a different day. Literally. I could never understand why women could be so cruel to other women. You know what I mean? And most of our judgment comes from other women. Like, women get judged for everything that we do. Whether we do something or we don't do something, we're going to be judged for it, regardless, no matter what. Whether it's in our control or not in our control, we're going to be judged for it. For example, having children, you naturally gain more weight, right? You're carrying a whole nother life inside of you. And aside from that, you're eating for two. So you're naturally going to gain more weight. That's something that we can't control, right? So I'm sorry if I was 100 pounds, 6 months ago, and now I'm 6 months pregnant, hypothetically speaking. Yes, I look bigger. Like, what do you want me to do about that? You know what I mean? That's just an example. So yeah, people will naturally judge you. And it's stuff that you can't even control. Like, I'm sorry that I don't look the way you want me to look anymore. You know what I mean? It's silly stuff. So basically, long story short, what I'm saying is uplift other women. Don't be so judgmental, because you too are a woman and you have to go through it as well at some point in your life. Even if you haven't already, you will eventually, because we're all going to go through the same thing. You know what I mean? Women go through menopause. Men do not. That is also something else that's very stressful and something that we cannot control. So, apologize in advance to your partners for the mood swings and whatever else comes with menopause. I don't know. But I just feel like there's such a shortage in support for women, like, especially coming from other women. Especially, like, why is it that women tear down other women? Why? Like, I need answers. I really would like to know. It's something that I've always wondered. I've never understood. Like I said, the same thing with, you don't have to know me from a hole in the wall. And why are you giving me dirty looks online? Like, I could be in the store and somebody's just like grilling me and looking at me nasty and weird and, whispering back and forth to whoever they're with. Like, grow up. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm not bothering you. You're not bothering me. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just here to spread some little light on that. Like, let's all be kind. Women go through a lot, as I mentioned before, and we don't need any more judgment from anybody, especially not from other women. You know what I mean? So for the month of March, Women's Day already passed, but I did want to make a video on this only because it's something, like I said, that I've personally experienced in my life. And unfortunately, in my adult life, I still experience these things. And I feel like it's something that's never going to stop. Unless we all come together collectively with the same mindset, like, hey, let's grow up. Let's stick together. Let's look out for each other and uplift one another. If you see another woman starting a business, support her. It takes $0 most likely to support somebody. Even if you have to give them a shout out and say, hey, check this person out, that's for free. You could literally support somebody else for free. And women have a hard time doing that. It's like silly things. If you like her shirt, tell her. If you like her shoes, tell her. If you like her purse, girl, I love your pocketbook. Let her know. That's something that I would do. I do it all the time. Every time I'm in the store, I see somebody looking cute, head to toe. I'm like, girl, you looking good today. Like, I have no problem complimenting another woman. You know what I mean? Because I do to others what I want done to me. I would love for somebody, and that might make somebody's day. Let's talk about that for a minute. That might make the world of difference. Like, you don't know what that woman was going through before she got in that store or before you saw her out in public. And just by that little minute compliment, you really might make her day without you even knowing. She might be like, wow, I needed that. Like, wow, I feel good. You know what I mean? So be kind to other women, be kind to others in general, but especially women, because there's a lot that we go through. And like I said, there's a lot that we can't control. There's a lot that's out of our hands. It just happens naturally and we have to go through it. We have to get through it. That's just life, you know? And the craziest part is it's other women that tear down women. It's mostly women. So yeah, we get judged from men too. Definitely. I'm not saying that. But I feel like lately, all I've seen, like even on social media, like you scrolling through, you know, your feeds, and there's like negative comments under people's videos or posts. There's always something negative. You know what I mean? And then when you look, it's a woman. Like, why? Why do you guys feel the need to do that? I feel like the world is already in enough chaos. The world is already coming to, I don't know what is going on, but this is a time to stick together, ladies. It's not a time to tear people down. It's not a time to be mean to one another. It's not a time to just have this hate, this envy over other women. For what? You know what I mean? For what reason? It's not the time for that. So I'm making this video to say, look out for each other, stick together, be that different person, be the change in the world where you're like, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to change and I'm going to stick up for other women, because not only am I a woman myself, but they go through a lot, and we do. Let's talk about it. We do. We go through a lot of stuff. And I only named a few. The list goes on. So basically, that's all I'm really saying for Women's Day. I don't think that should just be a day, but you know, whoever decides to put that on the calendar, great. But I think that's something that's all year round. Like, just stick together. Look out for one another. Compliment one another. Help each other out. If you see an elderly woman in the parking lot by herself, struggling to get the bags in the car, or struggling to walk across the parking lot, step out and help her. Let me help you, ma'am. Can I help you get these things in the car? And that's not only something that a man should do. I know some people might think, well, you know, isn't that like a man's thing? Like, no, we can all help each other, whether you're a woman or a man. Now, is it usual for women to get out and be like, hey, Eric, let me get out and help you with those bags? No. But if you see like an elderly woman, like I've seen that in the parking lot and stores and whatever. I've walked out somewhere with my husband and we see like an elderly lady struggling to get bags in the car, whether we're at Costco or wherever, and it's just her. She, you know, whether they're like 85 or 90, like they have no business out shopping alone anyway at that age, I personally think. But if they're able to and they're capable, fine. But we're immediately like, let's go help her, you know? That's our hearts anyway. So, long story short, just, I don't know, just stick together. I don't know when women thought it was cool to just start tearing down other women, but it's really not. Even body shaming other women, like I said before, if I don't look the way that you want me to look because social media says so, then I'm getting judged negatively. Or if my hair isn't natural enough for you, or it's not straight enough for you, then you're talking about me and making whispers to your friends. You know what I mean? Like, it's just grow up, be the bigger person, look out for one another, because you wouldn't want it done to you. You know what I mean? That's really all I wanted to say in this video. It'll be short, it won't be a long video. That's really just all I wanted to say. Women need to start sticking together and stop the hate. Stop the hate, stop the negativity. It's not necessary. It's also not ethical, like, to be mean to anybody. I think we should all value other women, uplift other women, be there for one another. That's really all I can say, ladies. I mean, if there's men on here, you guys can take notes too, but it's really for the women. Just look out for one another, because we need shoulders to lean on sometimes, naturally. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So sometimes it feels like there's the world on our shoulders, literally like a huge weight just like tilting us over. Like we need some balance, where we feel level. And the only way for that to happen is if we have people that stick together and look out for us and one another, and really just stop the body shaming, stop the negativity, the negative comments, the judging one another. Just, I don't know what else to say. If you see somebody going on a weight loss journey and, they're working really hard trying to lose that weight and they're posting about it to show us their progress, don't be under their comments like, oh, well, you still got back fat and you still got, cellulite in your legs. Like, we don't need to hear that. Uplift her, support her, encourage her, motivate her, push her to keep going, girl. You look great. Keep going. If you want to comment something nice. You know what I mean? If you have something negative, don't say it at all. And that's something we all know. We've all learned before. If you have something nice to say it. But if you don't have something nice to say, just keep it to yourself. There's no need to even comment. Keep scrolling. You know what I mean? So I really just wanted to get on here and say that, because I see it a lot. I see it often. I'm somebody who doesn't really post on social media, but I do scroll on my feed. And some of the stuff I see is like disgusting. Honestly, it's disgusting. It's disheartening. And I can't say I can't believe it, because I do believe that people could be so rude and so mean. But I don't want to believe that that's actually what other women do to other women. And it is, sadly. That is what other women do to other women. And it's sad. It's sad because it could be you any day. You know what I mean? Sorry, you guys, if I seem out of breath. I am. I just want to say that I am. So yeah, that's really the bulk of this video. Like I said, I didn't want to make it too long, but I did want to give a little appreciation to women and let you all know that you're all doing great. Keep up the good work. Keep up the hard work. Not only do we have to be moms, we have to raise those children to be the best children that they can be. Support them and keep them safe as best as possible, especially today's day and age, because there's so much going on in the world. We have to work full-time, and those of you that are stay-at-home moms, kudos to you. Those of you that don't have to work anymore, kudos to you, girl, because it's not easy. We have to work full-time. Some of us are still in college, like myself. Pushing for that last degree, and that's okay. We'll get there. You gotta come home and be a wife. You have to do your house chores and duties, like your laundry, your cooking, your cleaning, keeping the house tidy, all while being a full-time mother, working a full-time job, being a full-time student, and the list goes on. I can't even believe that I had a business. I closed it now, but I can't even believe that on top of all that I do already, I had a business running too. Like, where did I find that time? I don't know, because your girl was feeling like a robot. Like, I just think about how tired I am now with the business closed now temporarily, and I'm like, girl, where did you find the time and the energy before? Because I'm tired now. Imagine with that on top of it. So I just give kudos out to all the women out there that's working hard. You're striving for success. You're doing what you got to do for your family. You're doing what you got to do for you, your kids, your loved ones. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. You guys are beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. Everybody's awesome in their own way. And I just want us to uplift each other more. Be nicer to each other. There's no reason to bash another woman. For what? We're all women. We're all going through the same thing, just different times in our life. And I think we should stick together. We get bashed enough online and on TV and commercials and shows. You know, we don't need that from one another as well. So keep up what you're doing. Say something kind. Stop and say something nice to another woman. Like I said, you never know. You might be making her day, because you don't know what she's going through at home. You don't know what happened before you ran into her. You know what I mean? I'm definitely that girl to be like, oh, I love your nails. So nice. I love your hair. I love that pocketbook. I love those shoes. Like, and then you can even make small talk, make conversation. Where did you get those from? Even though you might not be interested in buying them, or you don't think you'll go out and get them. Make small talk, laugh, giggle, smile. Like, just be nice to each other. Uplift one another and stop being so rude and cruel and mean, because it's not necessary. And like I said, we go through a lot as women. You know, just stop and think about that before you guys make a negative comment or think about bashing somebody else. Just stop and think about those things, because it could be you one day in those shoes and it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to have this little motivational, inspiring chit chat real quick. And I hope you guys can get something from it. And if you can't, then I'm sorry. But I just wanted to share that with you all, because like I said, I think it's something very important that doesn't go very much talked about often, and I think that it should. So yeah, just be kind, because you never know when it'll be you, especially to another woman. Like, just be nice. It's for free. Being nice is free, literally. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. The weather's getting nicer out for those of you in New York, and hopefully that makes you guys feel a little better. I know some people go through like seasonal depression and seasonal mood swings and etc. So if you're one of those people, keep your head high, because the nice weather's right around the corner. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Today's Friday, the last of March. So I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. And that's pretty much it, you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your bell so you guys are notified every single time I post. And stay tuned for the next video, because I'll be talking about why I've been MIA so long. Finally, well, it wasn't that long. Let me not drag it. It was like 2 months. I'd say I was gone like 2 months. So I will be discussing that in the next video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.